I got my braces off. So today's video is going to be me talking about my Marianas Trench concert. I got my brand new Marianas Trench shirt and I had my laminate to prove the night actually happened. So I'm going to start off showing like what we got. I'm going to start with the little pins that we got. This is like a little cassette player. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, and it says Marianas Trench. And then the other pin is this, and it has skulls on it. We also got this bracelet that says Marianas Trench and the skull, so it's kind of the same idea as one of the pins. We got these stickers, and it has like the skull heads of all of the band members. And we also got a signed poster from the band. And I got this, upside down, no. It's kind of like an iron-on patch thing. And this sound check I got Josh Ramsey's guitar pick. And it says Marianas Trench on the back. So now I'm going to start my story with like how the night happened, like from first thing that happened, which was the sound check and Q&A, and then the meet and greet, and then the actual concert. So the sound check is kind of cool, like it was really awesome. Like you didn't have to sit in a seat. Apparently we weren't allowed to take pictures and have our phones out, but everyone had their phones out at some point, and none of the band members or security said like, hey, put your phones down. So it's kind of cool to like have that option, which I did get a few videos of their, like a part of their Q&A and a few videos of their sound check song, because they only did one song. They spent the whole time answering questions, which I thought was really cool. It was really awesome that like he would point to you and be like, oh, you there, like kind of like notice you, not kind of, but like he actually noticed you. So I put my hand up, and when he finally picked me, he pointed at me and he said, you there. So I asked my question, and I asked what their craziest fan experience was. And normally going into that kind of a question, you kind of expect like them to say like, oh, the craziest fan experience was like I was walking down the street and got mobbed, or not, I don't know, questions like that, kind of saying like how the fans were crazy. But I liked how they answered it, because Matt right away said like, oh, there was this one time where a family invited us to their cottage and we went water tubing, and they told us this really funny story about Ian. But I like that I got like a really good story that no one else has ever heard. Like I can guarantee you no one has heard it before. They got a lot of questions about the very first album, Fix Me, and why they don't play any songs from that album. And I guess because so many people asked questions about it, they ended up singing Shake Tramp for their sound check. So they played Shake Tramp, and then they got off stage and got ready for the meet and greet. So the Diamonds, which is the group I was in, got to go straight from the sound check to like a hallway, and there was like all these rooms, and they did the meet and greet. The meet and greet was really fast, actually. We were told right away, no hugging. You go in, take your picture, and you go. So it's kind of like, oh, really? Like we can't do like a funny pose. We can't, you know, hug them. Like that's like I felt like I couldn't talk to them. So I go up, it came time for my turn, and I go up there and I'm just like looking at them like, hi. I was being so awkward, and then, you know, I obviously should have just like went straight in to take my picture, and then I kind of almost like elbowed Matt in the stomach, or kind of did, and I was like, sorry, and then I was like, okay, smile. And then right from merch, we had to leave. So it was 5:30, doors opened at 6, so we literally like walked a little round to get back into the venue doors, and we had to wait to get back in. So we go in, and we went to our seat. And the first opener, Kieran Mercer, I think I said that wrong, I don't know. He was pretty good. I've never heard of him before. I don't know if he's a band or solo. His Instagram is Kieran Mercer Music, he said, so I'm assuming it's just him. But yeah, the second opening act was Walk Off the Earth, and if you don't know them, I don't know if they've really broken out in the States or anywhere out of Canada. I'm pretty sure they have, but if you haven't heard of them, check them out. They really got the crowd jumping. They really like got the crowd ready for Marianas Trench, which is what you want from an opening act. You want the opening act to like get the crowd excited, and I find that's even more important in a stadium show. And yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about Walk Off the Earth. I'm a fan now. Like, their songs are really good and really catchy, and they were phenomenal live. So yeah, let's just say Walk Off the Earth is really good. So now it's 8:50 and lights go back down, and everyone is getting so excited because Marianas Trench is on stage. Actually really extremely happy for their set list. I mean, knowing that they weren't going to play any songs from Fix Me, and I really loved that album. But their set list was amazing. They picked the best songs out of Masterpiece Theater, Ever After, and Astoria, their three most recent albums. And my favorite and what I loved is that they still play Cross My Heart and All to Myself. Not that I would think that they wouldn't have played those songs, but I mean, I really don't want them to not play that song ever again. Like, I want them to play that song for the rest of their lives. They always put on a good show. If you have seen Marianas Trench, then you know what I mean. Like, from the first time I've seen them at the Opera House back in 2009, June 18th, 2009. I could have that date wrong. Erica will correct me if I got that wrong. Number one, seeing them headline the ACC. It was just crazy. It was amazing just to see how far they've come from the Opera House, such a small venue, to such a huge venue where like basketball games and hockey games are held. Like, they've come so far and they've only gotten better. Alright, so that is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't heard of Marianas Trench or Walk Off the Earth, I will definitely put a link to some of their most popular songs and videos, so you should definitely check them out.